Hey, I'm Reed, the creator of Meadow Mentor. This is a weekly series of development updates for the app. If you're new here, welcome. Meadow Mentor helps you master your therapeutic diet. It's your guide to gut health. You can try it for free at meadowmentor.com. Now, let's check out the latest changes in the app. The first new item I want to show is the fact that AI can now respond a lot quicker. So on the left, we have the old version, and on the right, we have the new version. And I'm going to try to synchronize this, even though I will have to do it one at a time for each version. So on the left side, I've set everything up. I'm going to ask for a 7-day meal plan for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and include all the different kinds of ways I can make food and meals. I'm going to set my dietary restrictions to garlic, and also avoid nuts, but also include FCD yogurt. That's the specific carbohydrate diet, yogurt, dates, and honey. So let's count how long this is going to take to process, but I'm not going to show you how long it actually takes. I'm just going to count it, and then I'll tell you after it's done how long it took, and then we'll compare that with the new streaming version. So that took about 45 seconds to come back. That's quite a lengthy time. And this is a lot of information, but I really worked hard and I was able to get what's called streaming in. So this is where the AI response on the left-hand side only showed up when everything was complete. When every text and character was written, then it showed up. Well, with streaming, it may not be completely done writing the text, but it's going to show you what it has, and you can watch it come in bit by bit. So let's do that. I'm gonna make this friendly. I'll explain what this is in a second, but this is matching what the old version is. So yeah, let's just take a look and see how long the new version takes. And again, I'll count it and then report back. So that was 20 seconds. That is more than half the time it takes. And so you can see at the bottom here, it's streaming in, and I'm scrolling. I'm having to scroll. You can see the scroll bar as new text is coming in. So I'm just scrolling to the bottom, and it's still coming in. So this allows you to start reading the response as it's still coming in. So it's going to feel like this is a lot faster. So let's talk about this new conversation style that I just added. So we have friendly, we can choose from friendly, echo punk, and minimalist. And this is not just a style of conversation, it's also functional in that friendly is really verbose, it gives a lot of information. Echo punk really ties in themes and concepts of ecology and environmental conservation, and how, unfortunately, corporations are not set up to protect the environment. So it's a little bit educational in that sense, and also just kind of edgy and really interesting in terms of how it connects what we're trying to do with our bodies and keep our own internal meadow gut microbiome ecology healthy, and how that in a way can mirror what's happening in the world around us with the natural environment. And then minimalist is the responses are just very short, to the point, but still informative. And so this can also help to make the AI responses appear a lot faster. So let's choose that. So I'm going to show you, this is the amount of text that was written for the introduction. Keep that in mind as we rerun the same prompt. And then at the end, this is the amount of text that gets written. So this is on the friendly, supportive, empathetic conversation style. So then when we do minimalist, let's take a look and see the kind of response that we get, everything being the same. All right. So the AI is responding. So this is a lot shorter. This opening text here gives some important notes. And it's still writing text. It's at day 7 now. And then time-saving tips at the end. Okay, that's cool. Shopping list. And then boom. Yeah, this closing sentence is a lot shorter than what it was. So I really hope these conversational styles help you get the responses that you want and will be helpful for you. Okay, another update is that on the free account, I'm currently logged into my premium account, but if you have a free account, you will have a new button, and that is the saved documents. You will now be able to access your saved documents. So on the lower navigation bar, you can just click the button, and it will go to this page, and you will see the documents that you have saved. And then you can also access that through this hamburger menu, and you'll see it right here in the left sidebar to access your saved documents. And then on this page, if you haven't used it before, you can click the different tabs, and these are the different responses that you have saved from the different AI services. And so if I go to an AI service and I say adapt meal, and I choose minimal, and I say convert waffles, then once the response comes back, there's a button, the save response button, that you'll be able to click, and you'll be able to see that in your saved documents. So I'm going to let this finish. So it finished, and I'm going to click save, and then it's told me it's saved, and I can go back. So this is adapted meal. So I can go to adapted meals, and it's always the first one. If I think it defaults to showing all the documents, and it's always going to be the first one, which is the last AI service that you used. So this is the waffles one that we just did, and it's there, it's saved. So again, all users have access to this right now on the free account and on the premium account. You can save documents and you can access them. The next thing that I updated is that on the sign up page, you now have the ability to choose more therapeutic diets. So I've now added dairy-free, gluten-free, the gut and psychology syndrome, nut-free, paleo autoimmune protocol, and the specific carbohydrate diet. And so, developer geekism right now, I'm really happy that this is all hooked up to a database. So as soon as I add a new diet like keto or Mediterranean, boom, it's automatically populated in this list that really cuts down on the development time. And then same thing, I also use a database, and this is brand new, to add medical conditions. So as you sign up, you can then choose all of these different medical conditions: ADHD, Alzheimer's disease, arthritis, autism, various autoimmune disorders, bipolar. I'm not going to go through the whole list because there's quite a lot of them. And all the original ones that my system supported, like Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis, are there as well. And we also have diabetes. It's amazing to me how many different conditions can be improved through a therapeutic diet. So there, you don't have to select it, it's optional, but you can, and it will be saved to your profile, which let's take a look right now at that. All right, we're logged into the same account on both the old version on the left and the new version on the right. So if I go to edit profile, On the old version, we have the small list, and on the new version, we have a lot more conditions that we can choose from. And again, this is connected to a database, and it's really going to speed up development time for me. And then with the diet, we have just these three. And then again, a database populates this list, and I can add a lot more, and it'll be really quick to do that. So there you have it. You have a lot more options now. And so with the dynamic system prompt for the AIs, it will change its responses based on which condition you have and which diet you are using. So we can test that out really quick. We can go to the the ask about diet plan. And I'm going to say minimalist. And I'm going to say, tell me about my condition and diet. And then it says celiac disease because I just changed that into my profile. And it's telling me about it. And then I'm not reading it very carefully, but I would imagine it also says, yes, gluten-free diet. So then it also pulled that information in and talks about how that diet works to help with celiac disease. Here is a sneak preview of the log meal, which I'm going to change to food journal. And what you can do is you can select a which type of meal that you're eating and the time. So you have this really nice calendar system. So I can say today is the 7th and at 8 in the morning, or I can change it to PM. Let's change that to AM. So then there's the time and the date. I can give it a name, maybe like, I always eat beef and veggies in the morning. Beef and veggies. And then I can add ingredients. So I'm going to add beef. I'm going to add carrot. I'm going to add broccoli, cauliflower, ginger, and so on. So it's super easy to add ingredients. And then this is just a mock-up, so it's not actually able to tell if carrot and broccoli and cauliflower and ginger are allowed on my diet, but it will once this is finished. And so down here, it gives a score on how compliant you are with your meal to your therapeutic diet. So if I were to add something like chocolate, add that, it then, comes up as red and it says that's not compliant, and it changed the compliance rating. So let's say I add sugar and then it's decreasing that. So the more ingredients you add, it's going to change the compliance score. And it gives these tips. Check STD for alternatives and honey and date as well instead of sugar. And so these tips are really going to help you to be compliant on your therapeutic diet. And hopefully this will be really powerful. And I'm excited about it. And then down here will be a recent meal history. You'll be able to see kind of the trend in how well you're doing on your therapeutic diet. And then again, tips at the bottom. So I'm really excited about it. It's just a mock-up right now. It's not really tied into any kind of database data. But yeah, if you have any feedback whatsoever on how this looks and its function, definitely please do let me know before I make this live. I work on this stuff really quick, so I'm hoping next weekend I'll be able to implement this. And lastly, let's talk about user growth. So in the last week, we had 3 new people sign up and start using the app. So at the total, we're at 13 users, and I'm really pleased with that. And I definitely like the trend that we have going on here. And I like that last week we had more people sign up. So definitely, keep talking to other people, share the link, especially now that we have many more diets and health condition supported. I'm looking to see this really grow to more people this coming week signing up. So what's ahead for next week is definitely going to be focused on the food journal. I think that's a really important tool for people using therapeutic diets, and you'll be able to see your progress and your growth, and it'll be encouraging for you, and it's something that you can use every day to track your progress. And hopefully through it will really help you to start feeling better and to see actual changes in your health. Okay, that's it for this week. Hope you enjoyed those updates. Let me know in the comments below how the app is working for you. I want to hear both the good and the bad. What do you want to see change so that it can help you improve your gut health? If you haven't tried Meadow Mentor yet, you can create your free account at meadowmentor.com. Subscribe to this YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified when next week's developer update is live. That's it. I'm Reed, and you stay colonized.